Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe.
Sometimes I wonder, what if we are not actually lazy? What if the problem isn't what we don't want to do, but something inside us is just tired? Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, the kind that sits quietly in your chest. I think we don't talk about this enough. How we can spend hours thinking about something or everything we should be doing and still not move. How the day passes and we are left with quiet guilt at night. Not loud, just there. Maybe you have felt it too. You woke up with your plans, small ones even. I will start today. I will do a little. And somehow the day slips through your hand anyway. It's not even that we choose to waste it. It's more like we couldn't reach it. I have been thinking about this a lot. Because for the longest time I thought something is wrong with me. I have been in Japan for 4 years and I recently started learning Japanese seriously. For 4 years, I had so many moments. I felt motivated. I downloaded apps, I watched videos, told myself this time I will stick with it. But I didn't. I would stop, burn out, disappear from it. And every time it felt like I was proving something to myself that I can't follow through, that I am inconsiderate, and that I am just not enough. But if I'm being honest, it wasn't laziness. It was something heavier, something quieter. I think I was just exhausted with my life. There is a kind of burnout that doesn't come from doing too much. It comes from carrying too much. Expectation, pressure, fear about the future. And when you carry those things along your task, it starts to feel heavy. Like trying to run with a weight tied to your chest. As a brown Asian Muslim firstborn daughter, I don't think I have option to stop. There's always a quiet voice in my background saying, you have to make it work. You have to figure it out. You can't fall apart. And maybe that's why it hurts more when we can't move. Because we are not just avoiding work, we feel like we are failing something bigger. Sometimes I sit through it. Nobody is coming to save me. Not in a sad way, just in a real way. No one is going to suddenly appear and fix my motivation or carry me through my hard days. And for the long time, I felt heavy. But recently I started to feel different. Because if no one is coming to save us, maybe we are allowed to stop waiting. I think we forgot motivation is not something we find. It's something that slowly returns when we feel safe enough to try again. Imagine a plant. If it's not growing, we don't call it lazy. We don't yell at it. We don't shame it. We check the sunlight, the water, the soil. We understand that something in its environment isn't right. So why, when it comes to ourselves, we assume the worst? Maybe procrastination isn't evidence, maybe it's protection. Like when your mind quietly says, I can't do this right now, not because you don't care, but because you care so much that failing feels unbearable. There are days I didn't study Japanese, not because I didn't want to, but because every time I opened a lesson, I was reminded at how far behind I felt, how much I didn't know, how long would it take. And that feeling makes you close the book. Not forever, just for today, but that today becomes many days. I think we forget starting is not always hard because the task is big. Sometimes it's hard because we feel fragile, like trying to hold water with shaky hands. Even something small feels impossible when your energy is low, when your hopes feel thin. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think we need more discipline. I think we need more honesty. Honesty about how we feel, about what we are carrying, how tired we actually are. Because pretending we're fine doesn't make us strong. It makes us quieter. There is this other image I keep thinking about. Running. We tell ourselves we need to run faster, be better, do more. But no one talks about the fact that we have been running for a long time already, without rest, without direction sometimes. Just running because we feel like we have to, and when we finally stop, we call it failure. But what if it's just a pause? A necessary one. Recently, something shifted in me. Not dramatically, not at once, just quietly. I opened my Japanese notes again. No big promises, no pressure, just curiosity. Just a small step. And it felt different this time. Not because I became more motivated, but because I stopped expecting myself to be perfect. I wasn't trying to fix my life. I was just showing up. A little, gentle, and maybe that's what we need more of. Not intensity, no pressure, but softness. Because when you're burned out, force doesn't heal you. Kindness does. I think we forget we are not machines. We are seasons. Sometimes we bloom, sometimes we fall apart, and sometimes we just exist. And none of those stages are permanent. Even this feeling, this stuck, this heavy, unmotivated feeling, it wouldn't last forever, even if it feels like it will. We don't need to become a completely different person overnight. We don't need to wake up tomorrow and suddenly everything figured out. Maybe we just need to sit with ourselves a little longer. Understand what's actually going inside. And from there, move slowly. Not because we are weak, but because we are healing. So if you have been procrastinating, if things feel harder than they should, if you're disappointed at yourself, maybe, just maybe, there is nothing wrong with you. Maybe you're just tired. Maybe you have been carrying too much for too long. Maybe you are still there. And that counts more than we give ourselves credit for. We will figure things out. Not all at once, not perfectly, but slowly, in our own way. And until then, it's okay to take a breath here for a moment. You are not behind, you are just on your way. And I know this sounds very preachy and it seems like that everyone has everything figured out, but believe me, we all are going through this. So thank you for watching till the end, and I hope that you find this video a little bit helpful. And if you're going through this, I hope that you don't feel like you're alone. Okay, we all are going through this, and I hope that you find a peaceful, good way. Be kind to yourself, okay? Don't be mean, because everyone else is being mean to us anyways. So be kind to yourself. And with that, I'm gonna end this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. And with that, I'm gonna end this video. Fi amanillah. ভয় পেয়েছি, কে ছিল? This is so fun. Oh.